We're live. Yeah, if you just want to be financially stable, and you hate your job, and you want to work from home and you're lazy like I am, man, just check out my free webinar down below, bro. Yeah, I have all the secrets that no one will ever tell you. Ever. I'm the only one with these secrets. You know
Excuse
what?
me, sir. What the fuck?
You know what? You know what? You want to come to my free webinar, bro? And I'll teach you how to make millions of dollars. And just, one of my clients made like $68,000 in like 3 weeks, bro, just from working from home. He quit his job. He paid for this $2,000 webinar that, he really didn't have the money to do, but, we talked him into it anyways. And then, he got all this useless information. And, yeah, it's not a real testimony, by the way. Dude, these fucking ads, man. Do you guys get those?
I don't even know how to add.
Yeah. What's up, Randall? What's up, everybody? Do you guys have you guys seen those? Like, have you guys seen like the motivational speeches or like the guys like
sitting here in my garage with my Lamborghini?
Yes, the Ty Lopez schemes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I'm actually on time today. Hey. What's up, David?
You're actually
welcome.
Hello.
Don't make me with the fat on you, bro.
Hello. What up, Brandon? What up, baby?
Yeah, hold on. I forgot to pull out the stream. Hold on. There we give it go.
Give it.
Ty Lopez, LMFA.
Hey, Ty Lopez is my fucking savior, bro. Ty Lopez, my homie.
Hold on, let me mute that. No, but for real though, like, you know how many people fall for that?
Everyone.
I mean, like, literally, have you actually clicked on one of their like little links?
No, I haven't, because I don't fucking fall for those, dude.
Nah, dude, I actually checked it out one time. I was like, you know what? These guys are not fucking legit. There's no freaking way. And literally, when you follow the link to the page, like it's like the same webinar playing over and over again. It's like on repeat for like 3 hours, like throughout the entire day. It's funny too because he's actually really smart if you watch his TED Talk.
Drew fell for it. Let's go.
Let's go, dude.
Drew's
No,
a Ty
kidding,
Lopez
I'm making
simp. Say what? Yeah.
Ty Lopez simp. Let's go, dude.
Yeah, but like, no, for real though, like a lot of these things that these people advertise are like the hustle culture. It's like, you got to grind it out. You got to work hard. You got to, it's all about the grind. It's all about the dedication. It's all about, just putting in the time, not getting enough sleep. That's how the greats make it.
Yeah, baby, call me an ancient Egyptian because I be on them pyramid schemes. Let's go, dude.
I mean, if you can't get it the fast way, like, and you don't make a product that's new and everybody needs, then yeah, you do have to work hard, obviously. But
yeah.
Regardless,
you have to work hard. But yeah, I feel like those really, especially the pyramid scheme stuff, those really appeal to the people who are the get rich quick kind of guys. They're like, oh, I really don't want to put in effort, but I do want to get this. So what's my way of like having my cake and eating it too? And it's just like that's how you appeal to those kind of people.
Right. It's like I feel like these things are almost sort of appeasing to your like immediate self-gratification aspect. Yeah. It's like, dude, I'm not trying to put forth the effort. Just tell me like what the quickest way to get rich is. And people fall for that shit, man.
I mean, they don't put in ads that are saying like, hey, we're going to crash your Wi-Fi if you download this. No, it's like, hey, you want $1,000 Google gift card. Click this link now. Yeah. And then they crash your Wi-Fi.
And then notice the wording too of it. It's like the get rich quick. It's not like get successful or, grow your business. It's like get rich. And that's what it appeals to is the people that want to get rich.
Yeah, it really isn't really like business oriented, like you were saying. It's more dedicated to the individual who like hates his job, hates the grind at work, wants to actually make money, work from home. Dude, I was watching a lot of like self-help videos today. It's like there's a lot of toxicity in that culture. There really is. Like there's some positivity, but everybody knows the positive side. Everybody knows, work your ass off, work for what you want. They don't know the dark side of the hustle culture. It's like, dude, once you really get into the hustle culture, it's like there's a high burnout rate. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever like tried to like really grind like a part of the whole hustle culture or gone with no sleep or something like that, but you get burned out real fucking quick, man.
What do you mean by hustle culture? Like, what are you hustling? What are you hustling for?
So it's like, so the whole Ty Lopez scheme, or the Gary V, I don't know his last name. I don't know how to pronounce that. But it's like they're always talking to you, like they're always saying like you're going to have to work hard. You're going to have to put in like 60-hour work weeks. You're going to have to do this. You're going to have to do that. You're like get no sleep, you know. It's like to a point, yeah, work hard.
That's how people make it nowadays. You kind of have to, but
yeah,
I don't think you're literally going to be like dying, you know, if you work hard for something. I mean, working hard too it's different in everybody else's eyes. So, I mean,
right, and I think it has more to do with working smarter rather than harder.
But that's why they click on those links, you know.
Yeah, it's like, here, come get my top secret, so you don't actually have to work hard, bro. Here's a secret.
Here's the secret Krabby Patty formula.
Yeah. Everybody wants the secret, dude. Nobody wants to do the grind. But yeah, I mean, like, so when you say like the work hard culture, like what are like, is it like specifically a certain kind of like job, or is it just in general like work hard, grind hard, don't get sleep kind of vibe?
It's more like a in general kind of vibe. It's not like for a specific job. I mean, obviously, you know, there are industries that work hard, like construction workers, that like they're working 24 hours. But if it's like, if that's all you needed to work hard, if that's what equated to success, I mean, then construction workers would be like top tier paid salaries. I mean, they would be like at the top of the list.
No, you're right.
Like,
I know what you're saying.
It's like, it's not all about working hard and grinding hard. And there's this, I think what's even more toxic about the grind culture, and again, I think it's very beneficial to want to improve yourself. That's important. Yeah. Like, I'm not saying anything about that. But when you get too absorbed into the hustle culture, you start to become less empathetic for people. It's almost as if, you know, your problems are your problems because you're not grinding hard enough. You know, you're not successful because you're not grinding hard enough. Like, that's the problem. It's like, well, no, maybe I'm not successful because my mom's in the hospital. I'm having to take care of her or something like that, you know?
Oh, yeah, I agree with you. Hours doesn't mean you're grinding hard.
Yeah.
You could be working 12 hours a day, you know, working for AT&T customer support, which if you do, I mean, I'm not knocking you, but it's like, I think it's kind of like what you put those hours into and what you do in those hours, because you could stay up all night and be working on project after project after project, but if they never go through, then that's, you know, something else is wrong. It ain't the hours that are wrong.
Yeah, and like what my old boss told me, it's just like it's a combination of like a lot of things. And what he was saying is like, what if I told you? So like, what if I'm like both of y'all's bosses, and I'm telling you, hey, dig a trench. And Dylan goes out there and he takes this little shovel and he starts sitting there. He's out there 18 hours a day. He's busting his ass. He's just with his little shovel. But Chandler goes out and he just takes a trench rake, or he has a tractor. He gets it done in like 10 minutes. You know, like where are you putting your time into? And that's called being like resourceful.
Working smarter, not harder.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think a lot of people get absorbed into the grind culture. It's like you have to grind it out.
And you want to know why that is? It's because they want to be seen for the grind. They don't care about the outcome. They want people to know that they're grinding. And it's like, okay, you've been grinding for the past 3 years. What has happened? You know?
Yeah.
You know, they don't care about the outcome. They just want to be seen as, oh, I'm grinding, I'm doing my thing, you know?
Yeah, it is actually a lot like that, because a lot of people care about their image.
It's become very mainstream now. It's like everybody's posting Instagram photos of, oh, I'm grinding. It's the grind. I mean, shit, I do it. Like, fuck, you post a picture on Snapchat, #grind. I mean, it's like, it's the new norm now.
Well, think about it this way, right? Homies at the gym, right? You could be, you know, grinding, right? You're going to post a Snapchat picture of you at the gym to say you're grinding. But it's like, if you do that every day, it's like, oh, everybody knows you're at the gym. Who cares? You know, why don't you show the outcome of you grinding instead of the process, you know?
Yeah. Oh, that's important. You know, waiting till the end.
Yeah.
To show the final product of what you're grinding for.
I mean, trust the process, dead ass. But like, I feel like
head ass.
I feel like the outcome is more important, because like Caylor said, I mean, you could be putting in all this work and not doing anything. but it's like, what are you actually working towards?
It's like playing a video game, or it's like playing a sport. It's like some people are just naturally good at playing games, and some people have to put in the time and the effort just to be average. It's like, all right,
Don't
well,
talk about me that way, Dylan.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm just I mean, closest example here. No, but for real though, like you put in all this effort, you put in all these hours, and you get to the point to where you hit a wall. It's like, well, you can't grind anymore to get better, quote unquote. It's like, once you've done the work, you're kind of at that point. It's like, well, where do we stop from there? Yeah. I want to grind some Overwatch. What's up, Garrett? I'm finally here. I'm sorry I couldn't make it for a while. No problem, buddy. I'm just glad to have you here. LOL, not the marketing shit, just his TED Talk. Yeah, he's a smart dude. I'll give him that. I did watch his TED Talk. It's just the way he marketed just really opened the doors for all these fake gurus. These fake online gurus.
Well, that's the thing, is you could fake it till you make it. You know, who knows if he rented that Lamborghini and he had it for a day, shot that video, and now he's made all this money off that one video to trying to clickbait people, and now he's got an actual Lamborghini, you know?
Yeah, that's what rap artists do. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, they just, rent a big house, they rent cars, and then act like they've made it big, and, who knows? People will start to think they made it big, and it's that image that people receive.
And then people are like, oh, wow, I want to be like that. I want to, like, listen to that music. Oh, no,
Everybody's an
Caylor feeling type of way.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all check out The Living. They're a really cool band. Some of my homies. Give them a shout out on the stream. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Randall Travis. What about the people that post about they just got 10,000 from their agent that I qualify for 2? I blocked them people right away. All right, I know I read that right this time.
You know what that sounds like, dude? That sounds like the hot moms in your area that want.
Yeah,
that's what it sounds like, dude.
Sounds like the hot moms in the area. Yeah, did you guys ever look up the Reddit post with that? Like, did anybody ever try hot moms in your area? Did it ever work? You guys read the stories from
No, I haven't.
Yeah,
I'm not that weird. Sorry.
All right, man. Look, listen. I was going down one weird rabbit hole one day. So, I mean, I found it and I was like,
dude, that happens with me on YouTube, bro. I'll fall asleep watching like some video game, whatever. And I'll wake up at 3:00 in the morning and it's a World War II documentary and like arms are flying. I'm like, how did I possibly get here? Like,
just going through
what took me here?
Dude, the 1,000-degree knife, you guys have ever been in the morning?
What is it?
It's the thing, dude. It's
bro.
like that. It's either the people that heat up the knife really hot or the hydraulic press, stuff like that.
Oh, I got down that rabbit hole too. Oh man, I got down the rabbit hole with the guy building the Iron Man suits.
Oh, yeah.
You guys ever seen that one?
No, the one where it's these two guys, right? And they build like a whole house out of the woods, like nothing but mud and sticks and stuff. And they're like, oh, we just put a 20,000 square foot pool in with mud and tree bark. And it's like, hello?
Nikki said, you did what with the hot moms?
Oh, we did this.
What do we do? You got to talk. So say something. It didn't like. Oh my god.
So Mitch, my head. Yeah, me too, Nicole.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nicole.
She just got home.
In the
She's
chat.
been studying all day.
What the fuck, dude? Where'd you be studying at Starbucks? Oh,
Yeah.
It's the grind.
Rona. Yeah,
The
you got
grind.
Rona, bro. Hey, let's talk about it. This is the only reason why you on here. You got Rona.
Hey, I think I hear someone calling me. Is that you, Mom?
It's your doctors.
Your first-hand experience with the Rona. How was it?
Dude, I told Dylan I got coronavirus, and Dylan's like, content?
Podcast? Yo, you want to come on talk about your experience?
Oh, shoot, man. Dude, honestly, it wasn't that fucking bad, dude. Everybody's just hyping it up, dude. It's just a fancy-ass flu, dude. Ain't no fucking flu gonna take me out. What the fuck you
This
mean,
man
dude?
just said it's a fancy ass flu.
This man said it's a fancy-ass flu, but at the beginning of it, he's like, bro, I'm going to die.
Dude, that's what Drew was saying, dude. But no, it didn't do. It really wasn't that bad, dude. It was straight up. It was like I just got a fever, and I was like, I'm not feeling too hot, and I slept a bunch, and then I woke up, and I was just like, okay, I'm pretty good.
But what if you didn't wake up?
then I mean, I'd be bullying and juuling, baby.
What if this is a dream, bro? What if this is a dream? Like, what if this is an alternate reality?
Buddy.
Yeah, I think it hits people differently. I mean, obviously, because when Nikki got it, I mean, dude, I definitely thought she was gonna kick the bucket. A little scared for her. Yeah, she sounded horrible, man.
Dude, you can literally hear Nicole louder than you could hear Dylan whenever he was either podcasting or gaming. All you heard was just the whole time, dude. I'm lucky I didn't have a real cough. I mean, like, I just a little bit, just whenever my throat would get irritated, but I never really got a cough or anything like that. It was just kind of a fever.
Do you think that stopping vaping helped out with that? Or do you think it really had no difference?
I don't know, dude. I mean, we out here with big vape pharmacy, though. I mean, but no, honestly, it might have.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I mean, I was in contact with the person that gave it to you, so I mean, I was vaping at the time, so I don't think it had anything to do with it.
Yeah,
to be honest, I mean, there are some theories that, you know, smoking marijuana, even I wasn't smoking marijuana at the time, but that the marijuana sort of coats your lungs, so that's why it helps to prevent coronavirus. I mean, I don't know about it.
I don't think that's
I mean, at the same time, dude, I mean, you know, smokers, dude, they be trying to like, just trying to, you know what I'm saying? Be like, hey, bro, look at this magic stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yo, dude, this marijuana, you know what it cure? Everything.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying, man.
Yo, no, for real though. All right. Did you guys see the documents that the government like disclosed, talking about how astral projection and, you know, how they were doing experiments with it?
Yeah, I think I sent those to you, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
What about the UFOs?
Yeah, dude.
They said that aliens were real and shit.
Chandler, your fucking neck look like a UFO, bro.
Shut up.
Oh, man.
I mean, what you guys think? I mean, do you guys think that there's some truth to it? Like, do you think that the government's like hiding something?
First off, I don't know what astral projection is. If you're telling me I'm dead, I'm dead.
You never heard of astral projection?
No.
You never went down that YouTube rabbit hole?
No, please explain to me.
Everybody, I guarantee everybody on here has probably gone down that YouTube rabbit hole. So astral projection is like where you can project your soul into like this like other dimension, and it can like roam around in this world, and you can go like other places.
That's that marijuana people talking.
That's a little stronger than that marijuana. You know what I'm saying? Like
somebody's smoking styrofoam,
right? No, but like apparently the government was doing experiments with it, and they were trying to prove whether or not it was real, and some of the documents that were disclosed were redacted in a way that you couldn't really figure out all the information. But, you know, the one guy that they were testing apparently was able to give the undisclosed location of a military base with the like the coordinates and everything. It was
and
really
describe what was going on. Yeah,
bro, I got Google Maps too, bro. It ain't that big of a
deal. Yo, you got Google Maps, bro? I got that upgraded map quest, bro.
Google Maps said, hey, where the Russian air base is at?
I got Google Earth. Come on.
Yeah. Randall says the wacky weed. Oh, damn.
I can't do that with my epilepsy with marijuana. Marijuana cured the epilepsy, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I mean, no, but for real, like CBD said to be a curative epilepsy. My brother's on CBD. On the CBD oil, so.
When I was at the vape
helping
shop,
him with his seizures
we were told
and
to
stuff.
say that a lot, but honestly, I felt like we were just selling like.
Dude, I do not trust no vape shop CBD.
Clorox in a vape bottle.
Nah, I don't trust no vape shop CBD. I'm sorry. No.
Hey, dude, you say that again, dude. Free, that's gonna bust through your freaking door. Like, dude.
Free that. This goes right out to you. Then I'm targeting you with this comment. I do not trust no vape shop with CBD. I'm sorry. I don't care. Bro, we got the certifications in the lip. No, I don't care.
Don't matter. Don't care.
No, I do not care.
It intensified his seizures.
Really?
That's actually really like.
That's wild.
Where did you get it from, Randall?
Like, yeah,
probably a vape shop.
I'm serious though, because my friends had a CBD that was labeled and marketed as CBD. and it was sold at a vape shop. And they really sold it. They targeted to specific people that liked to have a different kind of headspace. I'm saying this in the nicest way possible. But, you know, when the people tried it, when my friends, you know, tried the CBD, it basically got them high. And that's not what CBD is supposed to do.
That's what they market it as.
Yeah, that is not what CBD is supposed to do.
It's because it's based off of CBD, but they throw in a bunch of other psychoactive chemicals that nobody can figure out.
Right.
And the thing is it's most places it's actually illegal. It's called spice. And it started off as K12. That's what it was called because of the protons and all the ingredients and stuff in it. And it keeps getting banned and banned and banned and banned. But then they just change it on a, you know, level to where it's not the same thing as K12. So now it's like K111 or whatever, and they keep banning it. But since it's new and new every time, that's why they can put it out in the market back to back and say that it's CBD, even though because it has CBD in it, but really it's just psychoactive. What's it called? Synthetic marijuana. That's what it is.
See, that's why I don't trust it at all, because I know shit like that. I know like the ways companies try to get around just to market their target audience. It's like, nah, dude. I'd rather just stay away from that in its entirety. I'm not messing with it. We don't want to deal with it. Yeah, F that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's why you typically want to get CBD that's been lab tested to make sure it's not spice, because they test for certain aspects that they put into all of the K12 products.
Yeah, that's why if you're trying to get CBD, like go to either a doctor's office or like go to like a legit shop.
Yeah.
That is known, like you've checked out their website, you've checked out their certifications, like go to a legit shop that you know for a fact. Do not get it from no vape shop, bro. No. I don't care. He's gonna come at me later and be like, bro, why you say that, bro? I need to have him on here to defend himself.
It's a very competitive battle royale of you, bro. What the
fuck? There was kids dying from K12 in Florida. No, I thought that was Flocka. You ever see the videos on Flocka?
Flocka?
Yeah.
No, it's the same. You want to know what happened?
Man.
What happened?
It was people were trying to buy those carts, those marijuana carts, and they were mixing it with vitamin E acetate, and it blocks like everything in your body, and that's how people were dying, because these guys got a big shipment of them and try to cut them with vitamin E acetate because it has the same consistency as like vape juice.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
That's crazy, dude. That's why you don't trust street drugs.
That's why the
kids.
FDA was going ham on the vape stuff for a while, because they thought it was vapes, because it's considered vaporizing, but really it's those THC cartridges.
Isn't that really what, like you said, how it's considered vaporizing? Isn't that really kind of what happened when people were saying, oh, people are dying from Juuls or people are dying from vapes? It's really just kids buying some dumbass like black market.
Yep,
freaking
that's exactly
cards.
what it is. Yep, or any black market vape product, because again, they're going to try to mix it to get more bang for their buck and try to sell more, and they don't care what they're putting in it, so they're going to mix it with anything they possibly can. They probably put bleach in it for all you know.
Yeah.
And they put it in the same box, put it in the same labels and everything. But
yeah, I had a Juul for a while there, and I'm telling you, that thing was addictive. I don't care what nobody says. I definitely felt the addictiveness of it, and it was not pretty.
Yo, I miss the mint pods, dude.
I do too. I miss the mango pods, bro.
The mangoes were
these
slapping.
Damn whippersnappers, ruining it for everybody.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, dude. Oh man.
I mean, no, but for real, kids were going into the bathrooms just smoking this stuff. Like in
it was
high
bad.
school. It really was bad.
It was bad.
Dude, one of my cousins told me about how she like at her high school, people would go into the bathroom and hit their Juuls so freaking hard and just pass out in the bathroom, dude.
Yeah, it wasn't even Juuls at my school. It was like big actual vapes. There was one day where there was like 25 of them confiscated. And it's like, that's an issue for a bunch of 16-year-olds to be doing this,
Dang, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why they did it. Just felt like it was there probably could have been other things they could have done, than to ban the fruity flavors.
Hey, at least it's not Tide Pods. I'll give them that.
Right?
I guess honestly, like that is kind of a big, not big, but like it is a step. You can argue if it's in the right direction or not, but like, yeah, for real, like I don't know, like if you really want to do it, then like you can do whatever flavor or whatever. But like, I don't know. I think that there is some validity to like the fact that like kids like these are more or like want these kind of flavors or whatever. So it's like being the more fruity kind of.
I don't necessarily think it was that. I think they should have moved the age up to 21, which they did for almost all the states, I believe, because you could be 18 and still in high school and have your buddy go buy you a pack of pods, if you got a couple dollars, and that's how you get your hands on them.
Yeah.
Do you think that the legal age for smoking should be that high?
I believe so.
Even drinking?
Literally just for that reason. Yeah.
Dude, I honestly, if there's anything like, I don't know why drinking's higher than smoking, dude.
Well, it's the same now.
Well, yeah, but how it was though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you give an 18-year-old a bottle of liquor and they make some stupid decisions like go get in a car, that could be detrimental. But it's like if you give a kid a vape, what's the worst that could happen?
I guess so, but
yeah, but
it's
you're
not going to impact other people.
Yeah, but you give a kid a gun and tell him to go fight in a war. I mean, why can't they have like a smoke here and there?
No, yeah, I feel that, and I feel like that's where it's different, because it's like you're a grown man at that point, doing your thing. But
yeah,
I think it should depend. I think it should be like special for people that are literally just for that reason. I think everything else should.
What if they just give people like military cards? Like honestly, if you fight in the military, you should have access. You should be able to do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to fight for the country and you just want to drink on the side, and you're 18 years old, fuck it, do it. They should just the military cards that they have, they should just put an extra stamp on it. That should be like a legal drinking age card.
Yeah, I think so too. Because it's like you're going to put an M16 in this guy's hands or M4 in this guy's hands, but you're not going to let him, have a little bit of
have a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not going to let him have brewski with his boys. Come on.
Yeah. Too many kids are partying and drinking and driving. I would like to hear what time each of you had your first drink.
Not disclosing that.
Yeah, Mom. Yeah, Gina. I mean, I just don't see an issue with if someone wants to go fight for our country. I think they should be legally allowed to drink or smoke a cigarette. I mean,
yeah,
someone can fight me on that if they want.
But for everybody else, if you're 18 still in high school, yeah, then no, in my opinion.
Yeah. Randall.
Yeah, but then does that mean that there's like an extra amount of discipline that these people are getting? Like obviously, yeah, but like, does that mean that the military is more responsible for that though? Like, if something does happen with an 18-year-old getting behind the wheel of a warthog or something.
Well, that's a warthog. That's what it is. That's the whole point of like court marshaling and stuff. That's how it is. It like. I mean, if they do stuff out in like the civilian world, I guess you call it, then yeah, it's handled a little bit differently. But it's like if you're on a base and you're drinking and you're not of age and you do some stupid stuff, then you get court-martialed and they discipline you for that. So
yeah,
I think I have to agree there.
I feel like people in the military are a little less likely to do stupid stuff than like a random like 18-year-old.
Well, the culture of the military is completely different.
I will say I've got buddies in the military, and it depends on who you are. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, but in general, though, the people that are in the military and the ones that are like going through these regiments and going through training, I mean, there's a different level of discipline.
Oh yeah,
it really is.
Sure. You come out a different person, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I mean, you really do.
My buddy who was not making good life choices. His last choice was to just go to the military, and he came out after like 4 years, I think, and he's like a completely different person. It's like you can just tell it's night and day.
Yeah, and that's where I think the military does a good job. And there's a lot of leadership books that try to Simon Sinek, Drew. I don't know if you're still here, but if you want to give me a little bit of knowledge about Simon Sinek, but he talks about how the military, the culture of the military is designed in a way to be somewhat collectivist. So it's like everybody's got everybody's back, and like if you do something and you fuck up, it's everybody's problem.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's designed to be team building. I mean, because what's more team building than going to fight a war? I mean, so
Fortnite,
Overwatch.
You right.
What's more team building than going to fight a war?
Overwatch, obviously,
dude.
You heard it first here, dude.
Raid Shadow Legends.
I wouldn't want an 18-year-old drunk army, not with a gun.
Army or not, like, yeah.
I agree with that.
I mean, you're not. Again, they have specific rules and regiments set up that they're not gonna like. You're not supposed to be intoxicated on the battlefield. Like that's.
But let's turn this around. At 18, you can legally buy whatever kind of rifle you want, right? So the day you turn 18, you go buy a rifle, and let's say you get in your mom's liquor cabinet or something, and you go crazy in your backyard, and you don't know what you're doing. You just bought this gun because you have money.
Yeah.
So,
you can literally go walk into a store, say, "Hey, I'm 18. I'd like a gun." And they'd be like, "Okay, cool," and they'll sell you a gun, dude. That's how it works.
Do you think gun laws?
Obviously, there's more to that than just, hey, I'm gonna walk in here and buy a gun. There's background checks. But at 18, most people usually have a clean slate.
Yeah.
So.
Do you think there's some legitimacy to stricter gun laws then?
What kind of gun laws?
See, and everybody has that talk, but I think it's difficult because there's certain places where you can go and get a gun and there's no background check, there's no nothing, and then there's obviously the black market, but it's like that talk is just like, I don't know. I feel both sides of that talk, to be honest with you.
Yeah. There's some legitimate points. Like you can walk into a store and if you don't have any history, you can literally buy a gun. As long as you pass a background check.
I know a lot of gun places are making it to where you can't buy it right then and there. You have to wait a certain amount of time or whatever, and you can't buy a certain amount of ammo in that one setting,
Well, now you can't find ammo anywhere.
Yeah,
because the world's so fucking crazy right now. Like everybody's panicking. Everybody's buying. You can't buy a handgun anywhere. You literally can't, not unless you get lucky. And 9mm rounds, you can't find nothing. It's just impossible because everybody's freaking out. Coronavirus hit. They thought we were gonna go to World War II. It's like people are buying guns, but no one knows how to use them. So
yeah, I think there needs to be some sort of gun safety thing whenever you go, and purchase a gun. That way, it's not like, oh, here you go, this can kill someone, have at it.
Yeah, kind of like how with a car, you have to take driver's ed because you could kill somebody with a car.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
Might be a good idea to be like, you have to take gun safety 101 or whatnot.
I think that's fair.
What's up?
Hey, what's up, Del? We need to educate and teach our children and adults about drinking in excess and getting drunk, telling our children just don't drink doesn't work. Yeah, I know my mom, at least when I was growing up, my mom, who can, speak for herself in here, but she let me drink in the house. She was like, if you're going to drink anywhere, I'd rather you drink here at home where you're safe, and not go out and party and then try and drive home or something like that.
I had the same rule.
Yeah, my mom was really cool about it. And when I went to college, I didn't feel the need to just go to every party and get drunk. Yeah, it's like I knew I had a safe space at home. My mom was cool about it, and I could just go drink at home if I wanted to.
See, yeah, and this is a funny story. I actually lied to my mom one time and went out and came back the next day. I was absolutely hungover to high hell, dude. I was hurting, man. And
your mama watching this, being like,
"No,
I'm gonna beat his ass."
No. She was a part of the story. So I come home and I'm just dying, and she's like, "What? Like, why do you feel so bad? Like, what's wrong with you?" And I was like, "I don't know. I think I have a cold or something, And she knew what had happened. And I'm sick as a dog, laying down in the shower, trying everything I can to feel better. And she comes up to me and pats me on my back, and she was like, "Well, bet you won't do that again, right?" And I was like, "You're kind of right." It's like, let me learn my own lesson,
Yeah, for anybody wondering, Insecure for hangovers, not recommended that you go
He's
out
about
and
to
get a
say
hangover,
pho.
but it is pho. Yeah, this man knows. I mean,
Just don't drink.
yeah, that too. Or it's another cure. It's never mind. Let's see. Hey Randall, I'm Mr. Know It All. My mom gave me my first drink when I was 10. I didn't drink again until I was 21. Hell, I'm drinking now. What's up, Tell?
Yeah, I think it's kind of like a learn on your own process. You know, because then, I mean, it's gonna happen eventually. At one point in time, you're gonna have a drink. Maybe not. I mean, there's some people out there that are like, I've never had a drink and I'm 35 years old, you know, whatever.
That's great.
And I call them liars, but no, I'm just kidding.
well,
but
well, that's the whole aspect with almost anything in life. It's especially like teenagers and especially myself at this age, 26. It's like, yeah, you can tell me what to do, but I'm gonna try it out for myself. And if I don't like it, we gotta go from there.
Yeah, and it's like you learn your limit the hard way. I feel like that's kind of it. And
yeah,
I say that as not like learn it the hard way, because obviously if you go out and have your first drink, get hammered, get behind a car, and do something stupid, then that's not a good way of learning it the hard way.
Yeah.
But it's like if you're in a safe environment, and you get yourself sick, that's on you, and your limit at that point.
Definitely.
Mama Rook has said truth, and drink pickle juice for hangovers.
Dude, my mom is a fan of pickle juice for whenever
I can't do pickle juice.
I'll be hurt and she's like, here, drink it. And I'm like,
I'm good.
That's gonna make it worse.
Pickle juice? Really?
Yeah.
What is it about pickle juice?
So pickle juice, I used to do this whenever we ran. Pickle juice makes it to where your body can open up for more hydration. So it's not just pickle juice, but yeah, pickle juice and water. If you go back and back,
okay,
it's supposed to help with hydration a lot.
Well, I will try drinking pickle juice.
Yeah.
No, you ain't.
No. I think I'll have to just suffer, eat a bowl of pho.
Let's
see.
That bad. Dude, pho's great, dude.
Yeah.
I'd rather just take the pho, dude. No, man.
Dude, honestly, pho is the instant cure. Like, I'm kidding you. No lie. It's got everything you need. It's got the broth, which is basically water. You drink that stuff, get you hydrated. You eat the noodles for the carbs and the meat for the protein. Bro, instant cure, you're done.
See, mine is Cane's chicken. That's the best way for me. But I don't have a Cane's chicken anywhere near me, so.
Even Dill says pho is better than pickle juice.
Let's see. Randall said, my mom caught me smoking cigarettes when I was 9 years old. So she made me smoke a whole pack in front of her thinking I'd get sick, but I got more addicted to them. Oh, wow.
It's like Randall got them beefy lungs, dog.
Oh, man, dude.
I mean, that could be a useful thing though. It's like you get caught drinking, all right, finish that bottle, let's see what happens. Bet you won't do it again.
Yeah, I mean,
it's the pain thing, the psychology, you learn from pain.
Yeah, you try to avoid pain. I mean, the only times I never want to drink again is when I'm most hungover.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like your mom catches you, trying to steal in the grocery store or something, and she whoops your ass, and you remember that pain when you were little. It's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't steal that now.
Man, dude, my mama got me good one time, bro. All right, so we were in the car, and I really wanted these Starbursts that was in my mom's pocket, or her purse, and so I reached in there, little Starburst, took it out, ate it. It's all innocent. My mom goes, "What you eating?" said nothing, and I had the little Starburst wrapper in my mouth, just chewing on it, sucking on it. She said, "What you eating?" Bro, man, my mama got me good because I lied. Never lied to you again.
The biggest thing is lying. Don't ever lie, bro.
That's do not lie to your mother. Oh my gosh, she will beat your damn ass.
Yep.
Oh, that's the one I remember the most. That one. Oh, and the one time that I told my mom after she gave me a spanking.
That didn't hurt.
That didn't hurt. Yes. I got, man. I thought I was all big and bad at like 10 years old. That didn't hurt, Mom. And bro, she got me again.
Then she hurt you.
She hit you with that borderline Talibis. Let's go with it.
I got one.
I never got that bad.
My dad and his brother, he told me the story. My dad and his brother were arguing in the car. They had just came back from Florida, and my grandpa got them this pet alligator, right? It was not a pet alligator. It was a fake plastic alligator, right? And so they were arguing over back and forth the whole time. And my grandpa just goes, "Hey, let me see that real quick," right? And so they give it to him, and he rolls down the window and throws out the window, doesn't say a word.
No.
Just threw it out the window. It's like, now y'all both don't get it.
Oh, man, dude. Bet you love that toy, too.
That's the funniest story to this day.
Oh, man. I got a lot better. A lot better than getting a Switch
from a tree.
Yeah.
Let me tell you guys the worst fucking decision I've ever made in my whole life. But even worse than pepper spraying myself, okay?
Oh my god.
Anyways, we went to the damn Renaissance fair, right? You know, we go in, we having fun, you know, and me and my cousin like, yo, they got these wooden swords, bro. We bought wooden swords because we thought they were cool. We did nothing but get our ass beat by those wooden swords that we bought. Dude, it was the worst decision ever, dude. Just don't do it, dude. It was just always like, go get the sword.
My mom had this, like, you know, the paddle ball thing with the string on the end of it that you just sit there and hit.
Yeah.
Right. I guess if you're bored. And she took that and cut the string off, and that's what she'd hit me with. It was a wooden, like, it was almost like it was just a big ladle essentially, and she called it the pow pow stick. Mom, if you're in here, you know what I'm talking about.
And pow pow stick, I love it.
And dude, we got to the point where if me and my sister were messing up, being stupid, she just grabbed that thing and tapped it on the table, and we'd be like, "Oh shit, let's stop what we're doing."
Hey, but it made you get in line real quick, though, right?
Oh yeah, she didn't even have to hit us with it. She didn't have to say words. She just tapped it on the table, and we'd be like, okay, let's stop."
Dude, but I feel like there's definitely a line with that though, because if you use that too much, then it's just like, and then it loses its meaning.
Nah, she tore us up with that damn thing. Dude, I probably got imprints on my butt from that to this day.
No, I mean, but there's like this conception now that you shouldn't spank your kids, man. Any sort of spanking is child abuse. I'm like, nah, dude.
In moderation.
Whoop their ass into shape. Yeah, in moderation.
Yeah, moderation for sure.
It resides in my kitchen drawer. No, like she busted out right now. You talk shit, man.
She's like, I still got that damn thing if you act up. Act up one more time.
No, but for real, like people are like, I don't know what it is, but this next generation is like, some of these kids don't even go.
No, I agree.
Don't flex like.
My parents owned a daycare. I can vouch for that. You see a huge difference with kids that aren't disciplined at all versus the kids that are disciplined. It's night and day, bro. And the thing is, they grow up thinking they can get away with stuff, and that's how you get people in prison.
Well, there's a difference between being authoritarian, like, and just whooping your kid and expecting them to be in shape. And then I forget the other one, but it's like you're more attentive. Like you're disciplinary, but you're also attentive. So
it's authoritative.
Instead
of
authoritarian is the parenting style. And then there's another parenting style that I don't remember what it is, but you're also, disciplining your child and smacking their butt occasionally when they're acting up,
giving them reason why you're doing it.
And then following it up with like saying, hey, this is why you got a spanking, or this is why you're in trouble. I still love you. Let's go to that softball game, that we had. So, I mean, it's like doing those things, but it's just like authoritarian without the conditional love behind it, or the unconditional love. It's like, that's when
how psychos are made.
Yeah, that's when you get kids that are just like, fuck this, man. I hate you. I hate my life. All you do is beat me.
Yeah, because then also too, that teaches the kids how to solve their problems is only violence. It's like, if you're not getting what you want, you better hit something, or you better beat something up.
Yeah. Yep. Your mom says the key to finding out what is effective. The key is finding out what is effective, and each child is different.
Oh, definitely. So I like when I'm like watching over my niece and nephew too, like it is very much like they're two completely different people and they respond to things completely differently. Like my nephew, dude is super smart and he responds very well with logic. The logic of like, hey, dude, you have to do this so that you can do this, or like, like this is what I'm doing. This is what, this is how you help. But with my niece, it's a little bit different. Like, it's not as cut and dry with her. It's like you got to be a little bit more kind of like, you need to do this kind of, I don't know. So
yeah, because there's some kids, I mean, I'm pretty sure I was probably a problem child. And
you were about to be a problem child until she brought out the paddle.
Yeah, you got to keep working it. You got to keep working it. But there's some people, it's some kids, it's like, oh, you give them a look of like, hey, you better chill your ass out, and they don't ever do anything. You don't even have to touch them. They just know like, hey, I don't want to disappoint you, so
yeah,
I'm not gonna do that.
My brother had his nose in the corner a lot. Dylan using big words. Wet washcloth is the worst thing to get a whooping with. Really? Like, do they spin it and then rat tail you with it? But I'm still, you like you were saying with your little brother or your cousin, he responds really well to logical arguments.
Yeah.
And like, if you just explain it out, step 1, step 2, step 3, like, this is why you don't do it, he'll listen.
Yeah.
For me, I think the hardest part is to process and explain the emotional side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when I'm talking with Nikki, and like, if we're having like an argument, it's really easy for me to see it logically, but sometimes the logical solution isn't the right answer.
Yeah, some fights you just don't win.
Yeah, no, well,
even if you are right.
No, I mean, but it's very true. Like, the logic answer doesn't always necessarily mean right. It just because it's logical doesn't mean it's right. There is an emotional response that dictates whether or not you are right or wrong. And so, like, for example, Nikki and I, she got mad at me the other day because I fell asleep during one of her classes, and logically in my head, I processed it differently, but she explained the emotional argument to me, and that's when I finally got it. And it took me a while to finally understand why it was important to her. And even though logically in my head, I'm like, I'm like, I apologize. What's wrong? It was still understanding and processing that emotional side of it that I had to take a step back and be like, oh, I understand why now. I'm sorry.
It was just like, dude, your class was boring as hell. I just fell asleep, dude. Like, dude.
You fell asleep during her class. Yeah, I know. I told her I was going to be there and stay up for her class. So that was on me. Huh? Yeah, so she was tired. She had stayed up the entire night. She wants me to explain. She had worked the night before, and that was the night I was helping you on Discord till 3 a.m., Chandler.
Oh, Lord, bro.
Yeah. So I was I was already tired, and she was like, you know what, Dylan, can you just stay up and, 15 minutes? Can you let me sleep for 15 minutes? And I was like, yeah, whatever, just here's your pillow, here's your blanket, I'm gonna lay down, I'm gonna keep an ear out for you. And bro, I passed the fog, yeah.
This man was
I KO'd, man. I apologize, Nikki. I apologize. I love you.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, dude. Definitely, it is definitely different, and that's the thing too. Is like it also relates to just people in general too. Is like knowing, just different people react different ways to certain things, and it's like navigating conversations or navigating like getting different responses out of people.
Right.
Because I know that for some people you can say this to them and get this response, or you can say this to them and get this kind of response. People just respond differently to a bunch of different things.
Well, I think honestly, a part of like a key of life, and the one advice I'd give to like younger people is like learn how to communicate. Like,
Definitely
learn how to communicate what you want. I mean, and what you mean, and try your best to learn how other people communicate.
That's facts. I honestly feel like a huge issue with that now is, and I'm gonna sound like an old person when I say this, but the internet. Everybody can, do whatever they need to do on the internet, and they're this persona on the internet, but then when they meet in person, they don't know how to talk to people.
No, I think you're exactly right. I think that plays a big role in it, because when you're reading a text message, there's no emotional response coming from your voice. There's no fluctuation. There's no facial signals.
It's also what you perceive that text as, not what they sent.
Yes. So I've had several mix-ups where I thought that the person meant something different because I'm used to texting in a different way. When someone puts ... I usually think that that's a pause, and sometimes that's either a joke, sarcastic remark, or a bad thing. So if it doesn't fall into one of those categories, I'm like, what the flip do they mean by this? Like, I'm like, it starts to get me a little anxious. I'm like, did I say something wrong? Like, what does ... mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think you're absolutely right.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm like, it's one of those things where it's just like you can only get better at it by kind of like doing it and just like being face to face with people and stuff. Because I feel like that's one thing that I've gotten a lot better at. And just kind of, I guess, like analyzing how people take things. And I guess I don't know what the best word for it is. It's not like getting people to do what you want, but it is knowing how to navigate things a little bit better and knowing how to navigate the, like, if I say like X and Y to Chandler, he's going to take it this way. But if I say that same thing to Dylan, he's going to take it this way.
Yeah, it is like especially important in the workplace, or like you said, not quote unquote tricking someone into doing what you want, but like if you really need someone to work on something, it depends. The approach and how you say it and how you communicate it is very, very critical.
Definitely.
And people don't understand that. People just think that if I tell you, hey, do this project, I mean, that's a command.
Yeah.
It's different when I approach it with a question or ask you first with, hey, how much time you got? You know, do you have time for this project? I really need your help with this project. Can you help me?
Yeah, I think everybody goes through that. Yeah.
There is a complete difference in perception and how it's received when you say stuff like that.
Definitely. And I think like to put an example, what I'm saying too is just like let's take the game that we all play, all three of us, Overwatch. A lot of the times, so just to kind of explain where I'm kind of going at with this is you can play a bunch of different like characters, a bunch of different heroes, some of which aren't going to be the best call for a certain scenario. Some are and some aren't, but some people just like to play whoever just because they like to play him. A lot of people will be like, let's say, like, we don't need a Winston. Like, a lot of people will be like, dude, we don't need. Why are you playing Winston? Why are you doing this? And like, the person will spite that person who's complaining and just keep on doing it. Whereas a lot of times, if you really want someone to change what character they're playing, like, it's like using a different kind of method rather than just trying to like put someone down or just like antagonize them.
Yeah.
It's a respect thing.
It's like, hey, dude, do you play this other character? Or like, even like for the one that works for me was complimenting them in a certain way. Be like, dude, you're really good at your Zarya. Like, dude, you're like super good at that. Like, do you want to do that again this round rather than playing the Winston that we don't want? You know, kind of like that. That's kind of.
I think. Yeah, just to continue on that, if you're going to give someone a compliment and try to persuade them to do something, you know, using a compliment first, do not use the word but. Like, that completely negates the previously said compliment. So if I said, Caylor, you're really good at Winston, but can you switch? I mean, that just negated the whole fact that I just said you were good at this character. So do not use the word but if you're trying to go for that compliment. That is one key element that I learned from Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. Highly recommend that book to anybody that wants to read it. You know,
Dylan, did you buy a book on how to make friends?
Yeah, actually I did. That's why I have you guys here. I mean,
oh, that's fair.
Yeah, I mean,
I just like you because you're so swole.
I wouldn't have known you guys otherwise if I didn't.
Like, dude, did you read that book, dude? Dude, will you be my friend, dude?
Yeah, it's basically how it went down. I mean,
yeah.
But
real quick, Del said this one sentence and that like gave me Vietnam flashbacks, bro. He said, "Do it now." You see his comment, dude?
I see. Dude, do it now. I don't.
Dude, give me flashbacks, dude. Now. Oh my gosh, dude.
Let's see. That's another one. Like, do it now, or because I'm the boss. Like, it's how it's communicated, man.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's how it's communicated. Like, again, that's the whole aspect with leadership. Like, that's what Simon Sinek tries to communicate in his TED Talks and his books. He's like, you don't tell someone what to do. Like, you don't do it now, for example. You know, like, just, hey, switch to this character. It's like, that's a command. That doesn't always work. People are more resilient and they're resistant to that kind of language. They're like, dude, I want to be in control. Like, you're not going to tell me what to do. Like, who are you?
Yeah, I get to that point. I'm like, who are you, Oprah? Like, what do you know, we're equals. Why are you talking to me like that? You know?
Yeah.
And the other half, I think, too, is also kind of leading people to the right answer, too. So, like, using that Overwatch analogy, or, like, I guess we should probably find a better analogy so that everybody can relate to it. But, like, you know, it's kind of like, all right, this is the problem. but this is the solution. How do we get from the problem to solution? You know, like you kind of like let them figure it out. Oh, I should do this instead of just being like, do this, you know?
Yeah. Well, I think one thing that Dell does good, because he says I don't give him any directions. What he does good is asks questions. Like that's, hey, proper crew. How you doing?
I wish I saw that.
Yeah. I see. I can see him in the little panel on my side. But one thing that Dell does well is he asks leading questions, like trying to get you to the right answers. Helps you think about it, and so you're part of that process, and you're riding the wave with him. So I think that works really well.
That's why I like Caylor's coaching when it comes to video games, because he sits down with me for 3.5 hours and helps me.
Yeah, I mean, he's Fiverr coach. What? Find him on Fiverr.
I would say this thing. I would say to Chandler, go, what am I about to say, Chandler?
And we could joke around with each other like that, but if this man was like, hey, you're bad, do this, do this, do this, I'm like, all right, bye.
Yeah. Let's see. Appropriate discipline helps to redirect the child. Never beat down the child with words or with severe physical punishment. And Caylor, did you want to go ahead and start your stream?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You already know what it is. We're reaching that late time, you know what I'm saying? It's 8:57, your boy Oregano's got his stream at 9. I really appreciate Daydreams with Dylan and Chandler and Oregano having me on, but I'm about to start it up. I'll catch you guys on the flip side, big boys.
Yeah.
So we're gonna raid him. So everybody that's on YouTube, if you have a Twitch account, come over to Twitch. So when we're done with this stream, since he just left, we're going to go ahead and raid him when he goes live. That way we can have Strickland. What's up, my nerd? How you doing, bud? It's good to see you, man. Finally, about time. Shit, where you been at, man? I know you've been grinding.
I know you've been on that grind, bro.
The hustle culture.
You've been hustling. I can see it.
Oh, no work, no sleep, bro. No work, no sleep.
Golly.
I can't stand that mindset, bro. I'm just like, man, how you gonna tell someone with like a grown ass woman with like 5 kids whose husband left? How you gonna tell her
she needs to work harder?
Yeah. How you gonna tell her she needs to work harder?
Well, you never understand. You never know what people are going through or their backgrounds or anything. So if you take it at face value, you're gonna be the one that comes out looking bad, because then they'll be like, okay, well, if you tell me to work harder at this job, I'll just go find a new one that actually appreciates me or something like that.
Right. I just think it's so like it's unempathetic to assume that everybody is where they're at because of the fact that they have not worked. I think that's just completely unempathetic, and it's not knowledgeable to the situation that the other person is in. It's pretty ignorant to all the other surrounding circumstances. It's like, dude, come on, like have a little bit more sympathy.
Yeah, and as a psychology big boy, that nature and nurture plays into a lot of things in life. So those two depending factors could, change a bunch of different things about someone,
Well, here's what's funny is I was writing a paper on learned helplessness, and learned helplessness is basically what it sounds like. It's the inability to perceive your circumstances as anything other but helpless. So take, for example, you were given a test and you failed it. Now you were given an easier test. You're more likely to fail the easier test just because you failed the first test. You've assumed specific valence on the difficulty of the second test. So at this point, you've now assumed that no matter what you do, no matter how much studying you get done, it's going to be pointless. Your whole situation is just a culmination of failures. I mean, take that and extrapolate that out into, someone's everyday life.
Yeah.
Someone that literally, like we said, a single mother whose husband left her, or, whose husband is not around anymore, and, is raising kids. It's like, well, how do you expect this person to see anything other than what they already know? You're telling them to work harder? It just doesn't. To me, that just doesn't make sense.
I think it depends. Yeah, it depends on a bunch of different things, but that's everything in life. You can chalk that up to everything.
Yeah.
You can chalk that up to everything in life. Everybody's different.
Oh, 100%. Let's see. People do also manipulate their managers and play dumb to get out of work. trying to call me out? I love you, Dell. Yeah, that is a real issue. I've seen people where, you know, it's sad, but nowadays, you know, when people say that they're sick, they don't come into work. I guess it's a little bit more relevant now since coronavirus is going around. But, you know, when people say they're sick, I don't believe everybody that says they're sick, because I know that people use that as an excuse to kind of get out of work, and it's like, not really.
Well, it also depends on the person too, you know. It depends on a bunch of things. If they've called out sick, you know,
several times,
9 times in the past month, you know, then you're like, okay, what's going on? You know, are you like actually sick? Do you have, you know, you just got to know more about the person, I feel like.
Yeah.
But if there's that one person who doesn't call out at all and then they call in sick, you know, it's like, oh, they're probably actually sick. So I'm going to help them out.
Yeah, I mean, it's analyzing the situation and figuring out how everybody's different. Thank you for addressing this topic. It falls under mental health. Hi, Strickland. All right, everybody. We're about to raid Caylor. So if you are on YouTube, I'm going to give everybody probably about the next minute to head over to Twitch. So here is the Twitch link. I don't think you have to have a Twitch channel to check them out. Go ahead and follow that. Hop on in. We can go ahead and raid Caylor when he is good to go. Did he just go offline? No, he's still there.
He should still be there.
I have to go now. I'll try and be back next time. Well, thank you, Garen. I appreciate you showing up. I hope you feel better, buddy. Hit me up on Twitter if you need anything, okay? You're in our Discord as well. Okay, catch you on IG. Oh, shizzle. Still gonna wait about another 30 seconds, probably. Wait it out. Maybe just play some music.
Brother, do you have ads on your videos on Twitch? You're wild.
Do I? I don't think so.
I believe so.
I think I turned ads off.
Yeah, it's okay. I was just asking.
Oh, there we go. Show the puppy. Nah, dude. It's a handful. All right, everybody over here. Oh, my guy just subscribed for 4 months. Oh, stinky. I love you, Chandler.
Big Brain Plays up in here.
This man.
Make sure y'all drop a sub.
Yeah, make sure you drop a sub. Make sure you hit that like on the YouTube video if you're still on YouTube. I love each and every one of you. We out. We'll be live again Thursday. So, see you guys later. Let me go ahead and let's raid. What's his name? Dank Oregano?
Yes.
Oregano. That's how I have to spell it. Alright. We hit that raid. 8 seconds. Got the good outro music, you know what I'm saying? Alright, rated. Alright, good night, everybody. Have a good night. Thanks.